Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in Australia. This is the second leg of his three-nation tour. He's met Australian counterpart Anthony Albanese at a business forum, and they are now scheduled to hold a bilateral talk. Key agreements are expected to be finalized, including uranium exports to India. Now, ahead of this, Prime Minister Modi attended the India-Australia CEO Forum and Economic Roadmap Business Reception in Melbourne. The business engagements aim to further boost trade, investment and economic cooperation between India and Australia.
दुनिया अनसर्टेनिटी, सप्लाई चेन डिसरप्शन और एनर्जी क्राइसिस के दौर से गुजर रही है। ऐसे समय में भारत और ऑस्ट्रेलिया का नेचुरल और ट्रस्टेड पार्टनर के रूप में आगे बढ़ना स्वाभाविक भी है और आवश्यक भी है।
Prime Minister Modi and Australian Prime Minister Albanese also shared a selfie after participating in the business event. And after the business events, Prime Minister Modi received a guard of honour at the Government House in Melbourne. The bilateral talks between Modi and Albanese are scheduled to take place at the Government House. They are expected to discuss ways to strengthen cooperation in critical minerals, trade, defence and security cooperation. According to reports, an agreement on uranium exports to India could be finalised, as I mentioned earlier. And India-Australia signed a civil nuclear cooperation agreement in 2014. But uranium exports have remained limited due to safeguards to ensure the fuel is used only for peaceful purposes, including energy generation. Now, during his visit to Melbourne, PM Modi also met former Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison. On Wednesday, upon his arrival in Melbourne, Prime Minister Modi received a rousing welcome from the Indian diaspora. A large number of community members gathered to welcome the Prime Minister, chanting slogans. All right, we're cutting across to live visuals that are coming in from Melbourne. The two Prime Ministers, India and Australia. The Indian Prime Minister is in Australia currently. Live visuals coming in from Melbourne, scheduled to hold a bilateral talk with his Australian counterpart, Anthony Albanese. We'll have these visuals on loop for you for a bit. And there are talks which are slated to take place later today. The two Prime Ministers have already met at a business forum, now scheduled to hold the key bilateral talk, post which we will have the details on the announcements that the two leaders will make post this visit of the Indian Prime Minister. Modi is on a three-nation tour. He was in Indonesia till yesterday, now in Australia, reached Australia yesterday. Bilateral talks scheduled for later in the day today. Many agreements are expected to be signed. And those are visuals from Modi meeting the Indian diaspora. He received a rousing welcome. A large number of community members gathered to welcome the Prime Minister. The cultural reception also featured a Kathak performance, which drew praise from the Prime Minister. All right, we'll now cut across live to our correspondent Dasuni Athoda, who's joining us live from Melbourne. Dasuni, what are the expectations from the bilateral talks? They're going to be starting soon enough.
Well, we've just received confirmation regarding a key investment, which was just confirmed a mere moment ago, where Australia Super, which is Australia's largest pension fund has now confirmed that they will be investing a total sum of 500 million Australian dollars into investment infrastructure in India. Now, this is no small investment, especially given the nature and the significance of Australian Super being the country's largest pension fund. Investing in India clearly shows that this meet is going beyond the borders of culture and Commonwealth, and where serious action is being put into work in this meetup for sure.
Dasuni, also, as one looks at the agenda, especially the push for an agreement on Australian uranium exports to India, anything more that you can share with us on that?
Oh, we're yet to receive more details, but certainly it is one of the highlighting points of this entire tour, especially given the point India will be looking to bolster ties with Australia to bolster India's own energy production as well as their clean energy programs. So we will get to know about all of this in mere moments.
Dasuni, thanks so much for getting us the latest. India-Australia ties are definitely only going from strength to strength. The Indian military leadership was also in Australia earlier. Defence talks have been continuing, and now we have the bilateral from the topmost leadership. Thanks so much, Dasuni. We'll connect again.